for stumbling, so that no fault may be found with our ministry. But in every way, we recommend ourselves as God's ministers. I realize that things like our appearance, our homes, and our cars, these can all be a solid witness to Jehovah in themselves. It made sense to me now. It's not all about us. I knew what I had to do. Not only did I clean my car, but later that year, I was able to turn in my application for pioneering. And I'm glad for the lesson I learned from my dad. It's not all about us. Even in little ways, we can reflect favorably on the God we love.
Okay, we have a few questions to go along with that video there. The first question is, what excuse might some make for not keeping their belongings clean? Sister Flory?
He used the excuse that it was his car was old and that it was winter time and that he would keep it clean when he got a new one.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you very much. And then the second question that goes along there, how did the Mosaic Law reveal Jehovah's view of cleanliness? Sister Hatridge?
By requiring that your hands and feet had to be washed before you went into the temple, it linked worship with cleanliness. They were inseparable.
Yes, thank you. And Isabel?
And the young brother, when Dad was explaining them, and well, I was saying, but that doesn't apply to me. However, he made a good point saying Jehovah maintains the same, and the standards are the same.
Exactly, thank you. And then our third question there, how can we give a silent witness for Jehovah? Sister McGee in the back?
If we keep clean our car, home, and our surroundings.
Exactly. Thank you. All right, that was very good. I appreciate all the comments. Thank you very much.
Brother Hatridge, enjoyed that very much. And thank your little friends that helped you out. That was a really nice part. I appreciated that. Are those videos nice? Even the ones with the kids. I enjoyed it myself. I must be a big kid. But the video on the kids and how they relate it, where you can really get the point and what the dad was telling the son. And then Jehovah Loves Clean People. That was very, very good videos. So thanks again. Now we're going to have the Congregation Bible Study, and it's number 87. Jamie Blomberg and Brother Finley's going to be the reader.
We're continuing on in our Congregation Bible Study in the Jesus, the Way, Truth, and Life book. So we look forward to our lesson this evening. We're going to be studying lesson number 87, which is found on page 204. If you have that, plan ahead and use practical wisdom. You may recall in the last couple of weeks, Jesus gave a really nice illustration dealing with Jehovah's forgiveness with the prodigal son. And he primarily did that for the scribes and the Pharisees and ones that were very harsh when it came to forgiveness, repentant ones. And it was a nice illustration for them to get to the point. We're going to look at another illustration this evening, but is geared towards a different people. how that is. This illustration is going to help us to see how we can use practical wisdom in our lives by using unrighteous riches and what that means. And so we look forward to that. So to get us into our lesson, we'll have Brother Finley read our whole chapter there on chapter 87.
The illustration of the lost son, which Jesus just related, should have impressed unlistening tax collectors, scribes, and Pharisees that God is willing to forgive repentant sinners. Now Jesus addresses his disciples. He uses another illustration, this time about a rich man who learns that his house manager or steward has not acted properly. Jesus relates that the steward has been accused of mishandling his master's goods. So the master says that the steward will be dismissed. What am I to do? The steward wonders. Seeing that my master is taking the stewardship away from me, I am not strong enough to dig, and I am ashamed to beg. To deal with what lies ahead, he concludes, I know what I will do, so that when I am removed from the stewardship, people will welcome me into their homes. He immediately calls those who are in debt, asking them, How much do you owe my master? The first one answers, 100 measures of olive oil. That is some 580 gallons of oil. The debtor might have had an expensive olive grove or been a merchant who sold oil. The steward tells them, Take back your written agreement and sit down and quickly write 290 gallons. The steward asks another one, Now you, how much do you owe? The reply is, 100 large measures of wheat. That is some 20,000 dry quarts, or 625 bushels. The steward tells this debtor, Take back your written agreement and write 80. He thus reduces the debt by 20%. The steward is still in charge of his master's financial affairs, so in a sense he does have jurisdiction over reducing what others owe the master. By reducing the amount owed, the steward is making friends of those who may do him favors after he loses his job. At some point, the master learns what has happened. Though what was done means a loss to him, he is impressed with the steward and commends him, because, though unrighteous, he acted with practical wisdom. Jesus adds, The sons of